Hello you guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, I just want to come on here, you guys, because I want to give you guys an update on this car right now. Alright you guys, so on this part right here, I just wanted to talk to you guys about the car. And on this video, I'm giving you guys an update about my car and how it's doing. The other day, or about a month ago, the car was leaking oil a little bit. I noticed it when I was doing an oil change. I didn't think anything of it until one day I got an engine code or an oil light that just came on, and I decided to go and check because I knew there was a leak. So I brought it to a shop. A friend of mine told me that it seems like the timing chain covers were leaking. So he diagnosed it with that, and I went from there.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you guys
So at this point, I was trying to attempt to fix my car here. As you guys can see in my garage, I am attempting to take it all apart, do all the maintenance, take the covers off. But as you guys know about these engines, if you're an Audi tech, you cannot do this work with the engine inside the engine bay. And you can do it, but your hands are not going to be doing okay. And so what I had to do was what I wanted to do was try and attempt to do the timing chain covers by taking out the firewall and all the components, the vacuum lines and all that stuff, while the engine was in the car, sorry. But as you guys can see here, I am attempting to take apart the car, taking the firewall apart and every cable that's around it. And then my brother came through, as you guys can see, and he told me that it was best for me to either take it to a shop or for me to diagnose it again. And what happened was I had called RDZ Motorsports here to give me a quote. He's in Bethel, Connecticut, and he got me a quote. And I asked him, like, what's the price to do the timing chain covers. And what he did was he told me about the parts that I needed. He told me about all the things that I needed to get this job done. So he listed all the parts. He listed everything, the job, the hours, and what it would take to get this job done. And what he told me was that the shop can only do this job by taking the motor out. They won't do this job while the engine is in the base. So because this is not an easy job. As you guys know, for these motors, the 3.0s from Audi, the timing chains are in the back up against the firewall. So he quoted me on that, and he quoted me $5,900 just to do the timing chain covers. And so that's basically how much this car is worth. If you guys know about Audi S4s from this year, especially the V8s. So what I did was I was like, no, thank you so much for doing all the research. This is Rich from RDZ Motorsports here in Bethel. And I was like, no, I'll just do it myself. And what I decided to do was I decided to take apart the motor, not the motor, but the stuff that's up against the firewall to try and attempt to try and fix the car myself. And I went on a couple of Facebook groups today. By the way, if you guys own one of these cars, you guys should sign up to a couple of the Facebook groups that you guys can find on this platform specifically. There are a lot of things that I wouldn't have done, or I would have missed if I didn't talk to these guys. By the way, these guys are a great community of Audi owners. So if you guys own an Audi, or if you guys are looking to get into this platform, I suggest you get into one of those forums if you're willing to work on your own car. So I went on there, and basically by going to this Facebook group, I was asking the question to the guys. Like, they were telling me that it's really hard to do with the motor inside the engine bay, but it's doable. So based on all of that information, I decided to go and do it myself. And this took me a week to get done, because I just didn't have the equipment. I didn't have enough tools. I didn't have enough of the stuff I needed to get this job done. But to make a long story short, I just wanted to tell you guys that the problem with the car wasn't the timing chain covers. It was the oil filter housing. So that O-ring that's on there gets flat, and over time it just starts to leak oil and stuff starts to seep. And at one point, I do remember that the car wasn't reading the oil level and stuff like that. And so that gives me a lot of information right there. So what I did was, to make a long story short, I thought it was the timing chain covers, but once I took all the vacuum lines apart and all of the EGR valves and stuff like that that's in the back, in the rear of the engine and the firewall, I ended up finding out that it was not the timing chain covers. It was the oil filter housing. So if you guys own one of these cars, I suggest you guys keep an eye on those things. I've had to do so many things to this car. So far, I've had to do CATs, catalytic converters. I've had to do the valve cover gaskets. I've had to do like frequent oil changes because of the leaks. I've had to do many other things. Now, the other thing that happened was, I will show you guys a video on here as I'm speaking, and it was that as I'm fixing the car and I'm looking at all four corners, like in the suspension area, I was trying to make sure that everything looked right and everything was in place. I found out that one of the springs were split in half. So if you guys are running H&R, not coilovers, just if you guys are running springs from H&R, I suggest you guys keep an eye on those things, because especially if you live on the East Coast, because those when I looked down there, they were pretty rusty, and it looked like they just snapped someday. Maybe I hit a pothole or something. I'm pretty sure it's my fault. It's not on H&R, or maybe it is. I don't know. I have no idea. This is not to throw shade at them, but just to tell you guys, if you guys live on the East Coast, just keep an eye on your suspension. If it's OEM suspension, I would say don't worry too much about it. But if you're doing aftermarket, just make sure you're buying the good stuff. Save the money and spend a little bit more to get the good suspension. So what I did this time was, I got the lowering springs from 034 Motorsports. You guys know, if you guys have been watching, I've been telling you guys that 034 Motorsports is like the go-to for parts, because they really refined every single part on this platform, or this engine, I would say. They continue to develop and do new things with this platform. It's pretty great. But so getting back to the story, my spring on the driver hand side is gone, so I have to replace those. I'll be recording a new video once I replace those parts, and once I get the car up and running again, so you guys can see and have an idea of how much it could cost you or not. But okay, anyways, also going back to the Facebook groups, like I was saying, I suggest you guys go onto one of those Facebook groups and you ask as many questions as possible. If you guys are doing any type of work on these cars, I really recommend you guys get onto one of those forums, because there are Audi techs, there are people who have real knowledge about this car, because they literally work on these cars all the time. So a lot of bad things happen to the B8 platform. I think the B8.5 is a little bit more robust, so you guys don't have to do a lot, too much maintenance like you have to do on the B8s, but you still have to do stuff to the B8.5. And I just wanted to tell you guys that if you guys are going to buy one of these cars, I suggest you get a car with lower mileage, preferably under 70,000 if you can't even find one at this point, because it's a pretty old car, I would say. And yeah, just get a B8.5 because you have the better transmission, you have a newer car, you got the facelift. But yeah, Audi's pretty good with the interiors, but I'm just saying the B8.5 is refined, so you guys want to go for that one instead of going for the B8 platform. Now, if you don't care about the money and you have the money and you just want to build a car, you can get the B8 because the engine is pretty good on those. And yeah, you just gotta know that you have to do a lot to them. The transmission is a weak point on the B8, and also the cats, and many other things. So just make sure that you're keeping track of what you're doing, and just do all the maintenance before you want to do big power mods and things like that. So that is kind of what's been going on. This is why I've been gone for a while, because I've been working on the car and doing other things with, it's the holidays, so I'm not gonna be doing as much, so yeah guys, just giving you guys the update right now. That's what this video is going to be. Hopefully I can get this video done soon. And yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit, and that's the video guys. I wanted this to be like a 3-part series or something like that, just so I can make like 3, 4, 5 videos out of it, but that wasn't possible. Yeah, I had many things to do, and I just wanted to get the car done, and I found out that it wasn't the timing chain covers, it was just the oil filter housing. So the whole video idea was ruined to do like a 3-part series. And yeah, but thank God that I was able to fix the issue right away. And as you guys know, this is my daily. I drive this car every single day, so even in the winter. So yeah, I love the car, even though it has this many issues. As if you're a car enthusiast, you would know what that feels like. But anyways guys, thank you for being a part of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this video. And there's more for this car that I want to do. As you guys know, I want to tune it, I want to do wheels, I want to do maybe like a lip kit, something like that. That'll be next year. There's a lot more to come in 2025 guys, so it's gonna be a long year, an exciting one hopefully. And also I just wanted to say, stay tuned for the next video, because I'm doing the 034 Motorsports. I'm going to record the video. That's going to be fun, guys. I'm going to be doing this whole thing with my brother, so he's going to be helping me out. So yeah, guys, peace out and God bless. See you guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to start the car right now. This is right after doing the oil filter housing. We'll see if what I did worked out. All right, dale, juice.